Hi, I'm Lisa Redfern, and this is Gingersnap, episode 92. What's Gingersnap? It's conversation and a cookie with a creative Mainer. I'm here in Portland with Paul Brahms, who I begged to do, well, I asked you if you would do Gingersnap because I keep seeing... Because of cookies. Because I keep seeing your paintings online. So I was viewing Paul's paintings online, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that one, and I love that one, and I love that one. So I contacted you to ask you to do this. So here we are. And obviously we're in a studio. You can sort of tell that. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Paul, and then let him tell you about himself and show you some of his art. So you were born and raised in Portland, and I know you've been to some exotic places, but then you came back to Maine.
Sure.
Why did you come back to Maine, and why do you stay as an artist?
I think I came back to Maine because I was busted broke after having traveled around Europe and then in New York, and so I kind of came back here to kind of regroup. Got stuck.
Busted flat.
Not a bad place. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And you just had a couple successful shows. Do you have shows coming up also in the near?
I don't.
On the horizon?
No, no, just an ongoing thing at Casca Bay Artisan on Commercial Street. So that's kind of ongoing basis, but part of the group ensemble down there.
And then Mayo Street Arts, right?
Currently at Mayo Street until the end of this month. Yes.
If you guys haven't been to Mayo Street, it's really, there's all kinds of great stuff going on there, and it's a beautiful. It used to be it was a church, right?
It was a church.
Much like
yeah.
I'm forgetting the other one that was a church. On Munjoy Hill.
Oh, the St. Lawrence.
Yes, St. Lawrence Arts Center was a church.
Yeah, it's a smaller one.
Yeah.
Very quaint, great acoustics.
Yeah.
Well, you'd know more about that.
Yeah, I've played at both places. Yeah. They're both great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Paul, how many paintings can you show us in 50 how many paintings can you show us in a short period? No, you don't have to.
Can you cue the Bob Dylan, what is that? Subterranean Homesick Blues, is it?
I'm in the basement mixing up the
We're in the attic mixing up the colors.
Are you going to put them down?
Boom.
Boom.
I have no idea what I'm showing you here. Yes.
This is speed painting.
Am I going fast enough now? Faster.
You don't have to go fast. Ooh, I love the light in that one. Okay, I might have to hold. Oh, that's so beautiful. Ooh, I love the colors in that one. Why are you painting this?
Hurrying, because
you don't have
to those cookies.
Oh, it's the cookies.
No.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Wow, I love that. I love this one. I love that one.
Thank you.
I love the light. I think I love snow paintings,
This is my old studio that I built on Peaks Island. And
How
my
long did you
old
live on
Mercedes-Benz. 18 years I lived up there.
What? Oh my goodness. Wow.
This is my son from about a year ago. Lucian.
Oh, that's a beautiful painting. Wow.
Okay. I'm not done yet. We got more.
Good.
Should I keep going?
Yeah.
Ferry Beach from last week.
From last week? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess I'm fresh.
These are all fresh right here.
Fresh. Oh, beautiful.
That's kind of an invented one there.
Not a plein air.
Look out, kid. Something you did.
Oh, that's a...
I am setting them down more gently than Bob, though. He just kind of...
You gotta get sick, get well.
Did you want to ask me a question about... What was it about being a baby?
Being a baby? Yes. Did you know your first word, as long as we're looking at your painting?
I think my first word was more.
More. Wow. A kid who needed more of... something. More of something.
Whatever it was.
Don't we all need...
I was probably thirsty, I think.
More! Oh, that's beautiful.
Voila. There we are.
Lovely. We just had you can do whatever you want. We just had a speed show.
It's sort of like a slideshow.
Well, my first word was cookie, so we are having cookies. Now,
it's cookie time.
There are 3 because I got 4 and I ate one on the way down. So I'm saving one for Peter when I go home. Sorry. Nice. I'll leave the other one with you. Or whichever, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So these are from Frontier. These are they're the salted chocolate chip, and I can attest because I ate one on the way down, like I said. Oh my gosh, so chewy, so good. You can taste the salt on top. This might be, I mean, I've eaten Well, if this is episode 92, I've had at least 92 cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I might have not be where my jeans are tight, but whatever.
Are they all from different bakeries?
They're all either from the closest bakery to whoever is my guest, or the closest bakery to me on my way to wherever I'm going if the timing sort of doesn't work out. That's a first.
Nice.
Okay, did you have a cool car? We already mentioned a car. Did you have a cool car when you were a kid? Like when you guys were kids?
Yeah, you know what I really liked was we had a Volkswagen Boss when I was, I don't know, must have been about 10, 11, 12, something like that. And my whole family had 4 siblings, and we all took a trip to Florida to bring my grandparents some of their belongings. They retired to Florida. So my mom and dad, my 4 brother and sisters, my sister's now husband, but back then boyfriend, 2 dogs, and a U-Haul trailer behind it with my grandparents' stuff. And we stayed at campgrounds all the way down the eastern seaboard. We took a trip across the country.
Filmed it all.
Oh man, we didn't, but it was such an adventure.
That's
so
great.
Much fun. I love that bus. Yeah, I have a van now, but it's not a Volkswagen bus, you know. But it's kind of a stand-in for it, maybe.
Yeah.
But that was a cool car.
There's a lot of romance about in those VW buses.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have those, or if they didn't, they wanted them.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, they're fuel efficient, engine cool. I mean, air cooled. You know, and spacious with sliding door, and the windows too. Like there's no, you know, front end. So when you're driving it,
you're just
like
there.
driving a city bus almost. You're like you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my grandparents had a 60. I think it must have been a 64, 65 Impala. My grandfather did.
Blue?
That was a cool car. It was maroon.
Oh, maroon. Okay.
You know,
I don't know why I thought
that's like the car, like the muscle car that everyone wants now. He drove really slow in it, but
so it was probably in good.
he kept it in good shape. Yeah.
Nice. So, are you a big reader?
I am.
What is a book or two that you've read in your life or in the last several years that you find yourself recommending a lot, or maybe coming back to?
Well, one that I've been coming back to, just in terms of that I think about a lot, is biography of Malcolm X. What a piece of history that is. Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. So that's what's been on my mind lately. That was the first one that kind of popped into my head.
Do you alternate? Like, do you read different types of books and then sort of alternate?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, I don't usually read nonfiction. I usually like fiction. Like lately, I've been reading Otessa Moshfegh, and it's pretty dark, pretty dark fiction. But it's it's extremely well written. I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to fiction. I don't really like to read the pulp fiction that much now. I like something that's kind of intense and rich in terms of psychology. So she's like that.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so music. Is there an album or two that's been sort of a touchstone for you that you've come back to a lot in your life?
Yeah, there have been a couple, but the one that I think has been coming back on my playlist over the past 2-3 years is the Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street. I've always been a big Rolling Stones fan my whole life.
Me too.
But Exile on Main Street, I love that album. The music's great, but I really like the title. I just think it's great. And I just come back to that. Otherwise, no, I don't. I think that would be probably the only one I could think of.
Do you have LPs still?
No. I don't have the room.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty tight, tiny house situation going on here.
It's good.
They made little teeny albums, I might.
Yeah, they could there could be these things called compact. I remember when I was in college, somebody came up to me and said, "Okay, there's this new thing. It's called a compact disc." And I've always been such sort of a Yankee at heart, and every little technological thing that was new, I was like, "Well, that's not gonna take hold."
You were right.
Ultimately, that's right.
You wait and see. Yeah.
So, Paul Brahms. By the way, that's such a great last name, Brahms. I mean, just a great last name for an artist to have. For anyone to have. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I had an art teacher. He was a liberal arts teacher in college. His name was Dirk Bach. I remember the first day of class, he was calling roll, and my last name beginning with B. I was one of the first ones that he calls. And he's like, Brahms. Like, right here. I was like, Brahms, Bach, nice to meet you. And like everyone's laughing, and it went right over my head just because I was so used to my name. And I was thinking about his first name, Dirk, which I was like, where does that name come from?
Kid Dirk? He looks at a little tiny baby and says, I think we'll call you Dirk. That's what I always think about when I hear a name where I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
Did you really look at that cute little baby?
Yeah, this little being that's full of infinite potential. Immediately impose this limitation of that name.
I hope Dirk isn't listening somewhere and is like crying into his beer right now.
It's got a nice hard K in it.
That's
Dirk
true.
Bach. Actually, it's
together it works.
Four
Dirk
letters
Bach.
each, both ending with a K sound.
Wouldn't it be funny if is he alive?
He might still be. He was probably middle-aged then, which was about 3 years ago. No, 30 years ago.
Oh, well, anyway, Dirk, if you're listening, it works together. It works well together. Okay, if a movie was made about your life, what genre would you choose for it to be, and who would you like to have star as you?
I think I'd do like an epic drama with Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right. A longer than normal movie?
Was that what that means?
Well, epic usually means
like
a generations. Really story. And, like Big was epic because it was like it lasted extra. Gone with the Wind was sort of epic.
Right.
Maybe I'm just using epic. I think of epic as not just spanning a long time, but actually literally being a longer book, a longer movie, a longer... I think that's right.
I think you're right, yeah. Well, I'll just say drama.
Because now kids say, like, that's epic. Just me.
That's how I was using it, yeah.
Oh.
Just like a really good drama.
Oh, you meant it that way.
So
oh, you were using it in the teenage way. Epic. That is so epic.
Yeah, the movie about my life would be so epic.
That's really
for sure. Yeah, but the title would be like Extra Medium. Just like, like DiCaprio in Titanic. Titanic, medium.
You remember
medium size.
The smaller Titanic that people don't talk about as much? It didn't hit an iceberg. It hit like I don't know.
It had a safe journey. It arrived on time.
Nobody ever talks about the Titanic. Right. Small to medium. Okay. I'm a little punchy today. It's been a month since I've done Gingersnap because I was gone. And anyway, do you have anything else to tell the good folks out there? Well, how does someone reach you if you have a website? I know that.
I do, yeah. paulbrahms.com. There's a link there to my email.
We like to keep
so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. paulbrahms.com. All right, great. If you want to know more about me and my music, you can go to lisaredfern.com. And there's a house concert coming up in November on the 17th, Pine Point Beach. It's a private house, so you have to get in touch with me. You can message me or email me and reserve a seat. There's only 40 seats, and I think 20 of them are already gone. So
congratulations,
anyway, it'll be really fun. Jesse Terry, who's touring in the UK right now, he's a friend of mine and a wonderful songwriter and a lovely person, and he and I are going to share that evening of music. So that's what I got. All right. Cool. Thank you so much, Paul. You've been Gingersnapped. All right. This has been Gingersnap.